There we go. I almost forgot to turn on my mic. Almost.
Almost.
That fucking... I can't tell you, like... Just in the last, like, couple of streams... Not the last couple streams, but, like, when we first started streaming, how often I would fucking forget to do that. Because I'd mute for, like, the outro stuff to go through, and the next day it's like, hey... No fucking audio from my mic whatsoever, and then, like, halfway through the video, Tila's like, hey, Riley, they can't hear you. I'm like, fuck! We did not just do that.
Not again.
No, but we're live. We're good. Hello, fans and newcomers alike. We are the Wyld Cast.
You sure you can hear that?
Yeah, yeah. I know it can't.
I'd be straight up jorking it.
You too. So... We've got a couple scheduling things that I want to go through, just because a couple of players are dealing with stuff like school, changing schedules, and work, and so they're going to be absent. We're also probably going to end up starting more, on average, a little bit later than we usually do, just because we have less players that are actively participating. So for the meantime, we're just gonna be assuming that Zalin, Kadrith, and Oxide are gonna be OFO or not here or absent. Arya's got some stuff that she's going through right now, so with respect to her, she's welcome to come in, but it's not gonna be a pressure thing. We don't pressure anybody, but like, she's welcome whenever she wants to come in and be here with us, but I also understand her needing to take some necessary time to herself, given what she's going through. With that said, we can pitch Starry as much shit as we want to, because always.
Yes.
Yes. And then everybody else is here. We have full party. Outside of missing Starry, we go down from 10 players to 5 just because of scheduling and life getting in the way. But that's okay. Shit happens.
As we all know,
Yeah.
scheduling is the biggest BPEG of them all.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, I'm not gonna, delve into everything that's going on, but we'll have less players for a while, at least until our guys can get back in the game, but we'll see. We'll wait and see how that all pans out. Outside of that, let's get into the normal shit that I have to deal with, which is the audio you're listening to, which is free to use music, so long as there are some requirements that you have to get through. What you're listening to now is from Slipstream, and as long as I include the tracks and the links to those tracks to where I got them from in the description of the video, which I do every time, then we can use those royalty-free in our videos, which is pretty fucking fantastic. Go check out Slipstream for other additional tracks. Furthermore, I also subscribe to Tabletop Audio, where we have a lot of really interesting music and tracks that come in for your ambience, and some of our battle music comes from that as well. And so long as you subscribe at a certain tier, you can use their stuff in your videos and live streams as well. And it's really fucking good music, and I would highly recommend you go check this shit out, because it's fantastic, and they're almost always making new shit. It's been a minute since I've checked them out, actually. I need to go in there and, see what tracks they've got. Typically they release tracks and themes, but there's still a lot of good stuff. Their older stuff holds up to this day. It's great. With that, I'll go ahead and pass this off to anybody who takes notes. Cough, cough, Tilo. What happened last session?
Yeah, I mean, last session we entered Mr. Goran's dad's office.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked around and investigated. And there were some disgusting things in there, like two chopped off heads. One belonging to our friend Petruli, and one belonging to after the use of the Talk to Dead, or whatever it's called, spell, was called Lord Varset.
Varset, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's apparently from Candolia, which is another
It's where Starry's from.
Yep.
Yes, it's where Starry's from. It's another continent than where we are right now. We also found a big painting, and Starry touched it.
Because of course he did.
Yeah.
After being directly told not to.
And he was teleported into it, and alone, and had to use wish to get out. And in there he found a giant big monster thing. That was like very, very big. But he came back to us. Thank all of the gods. And then we found, we also went through Goran's dad's desk, or at least we tried to. Unfortunately, after we'd opened... After we'd opened 4 of the drawers, something went wrong, and we my hands are on.
Accidentally set part of it on fire.
Yes.
Well, whatever was
Engulfed
inside
it
was
in
ruined and
flame.
destroyed. Yes.
Yes. But we still found some papers that were incriminating, sealed with the seal of House of Vestlin, which is Goran's dad. We also found a chest with a signet ring, and a wand of the War Mage, and 100 plats, and 2 decorative daggers, as well as 2 keys.
Oh, and I also got a signet ring
Yes.
for the family.
That was mentioned.
And then after that, we talked to Patchouli 2, or his head, and then
was useful.
then the rest of us went into the painting. And that we figured out that was kind of Goran's dad's like laboratory or experiment place to create hideous creatures to kill people. And we saw the giant thing that we don't know how to categorize, which was in a cage. And we also found out that the creature makes us unable to teleport. At least that's our
Correction.
current hypothesis.
Well, actually, yeah. I'll let you
There
keep-
might be
yeah.
something else making us unable to teleport. Well, okay.
You know,
we think
you
that
know
it makes
that,
us.
you know that from past experiences, given the other creature you fought, that your teleportation magic did not work. So yeah, that's yeah.
What?
Yes.
Did not?
Hmm?
Can Starry teleport out of this place? Maybe not.
Yeah, but he was quiet enough that it was okay. Because he wasn't detected.
Right.
Above the table, he's what triggered it.
Nice.
Who triggered it?
Sorry.
When he
If he
Yeah.
made, if he literally, if he had made any more noise before casting teleport, he would not have been able to teleport.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. And right now, Goran and I have cat's grace on us.
Mm-hmm. For the next hour.
Yes. And Starry kind of talked. Well, he like looked at the creature and figured out that the creature was more defensive than aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
So we are probably going to look through the rest of the place that we're in and see if there is an exit that we can use.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice.
As some of your party stays behind in this room to kind of monitor this creature that is still capable of peering at you beyond walls and beyond boundaries, the rest of you group up and make your way deeper in this channel.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the marching order is Illican and then myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explicitly.
Look at it in front.
I mean,
Wait.
why wouldn't you put it
Wait.
in front? Everyone?
Can one of us take the shield from Starry?
Right.
I will say, because like Starry is possible for Starry to join. Also, Starry's with you guys.
Okay,
I mean,
Starry's with us. Great.
it was originally me and Starry that went.
We'll say
Yes,
Starry is with
you
you
were
while
like-
everyone else stays behind and monitors the situation.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They're
Yeah.
tanks. They got this.
Another glass cannon.
All right. So, as you guys push your way into the channel, making it past the wall, you notice that as you continue on, one of the things that you're kind of feeling, those of you who still have the eye on you, is that it continues to trace you through the wall, like where you are without fail. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is all of you except Starry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, one of the eyes stops gazing at you, which we'll say is probably going to be for Spot, as it
Oh, nice.
moves on to somebody else in the room with it. But the rest of you still feel that presence looming over you. As you continue on, eventually the channels that you could pass down meet into a smaller chamber, just on the other side of this wall. From what you can see inside this chamber, there appears to be a single bookshelf across one of the walls, a
Sorry,
table,
touch this bookshelf.
No.
a table that appears to have some additional documents that are placed on top of it, though they are neat and organized, and they seem to be stacked up in two different stacks or piles. And then you see a larger hallway continuing on away from this room. That continues to push onward, like if you were to continue going down the corridor without stopping in this little antechamber.
Can I look at the papers
Sure.
without touching them?
Yeah, without touching them. One thing you notice is that as you're walking up to them, even in the darkness, they tend to have a bit of a shine or shimmer to them. Make me an Arcana check.
I don't trust this. I don't like this.
Starry touches the paper.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And stop saying that.
It is a
Yeah.
joke.
Enough.
2?
For a split second, you
Can I
feel
help with that?
like no. For a split second, you feel like there's that strange like shimmer on the paper, and you kind of like stop. Like you've seen something that's got like, you know, like you see a rainbow on like a reflective surface, and you have to stop and kind of like, oh, that's cool, and then move on. You try to
Yeah.
do that again, and it's gone.
I don't like this. Wait, do I still have detect magic? I don't have it prepared.
Actually, I have
Damn
detect magic.
me.
Spot has detect magic, and I think Cadrith has it.
I do have detect magic. Yes. So I'll take my Dawson and I'll switch it. Which one was it? It's Belvin. I'll get Belvin out.
Okay.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna cast.
So as
Detect
you
magic.
adjust the docent on your abdomen, something you notice is that you feel an odd shift in you as the new form and personality kind of takes hold, and you feel his presence just kind of in the back of your mind.
Nice. He's there. I forget if I can talk to him or not.
You
I think I
can.
Yeah, nice.
You can communicate with both of them.
Oh, I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah.
I'll be like, detect magic. What are you doing?
You know that the power's within you, right?
Oh. I'll start doing stuff.
Okay. So you
I-
cast detect magic.
Yes, detect magic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me the D20.
Right. Fuck. 16.
16, you're fine. And as you, of course, expend the spell, there is no spark of wild magic, but you see, like, a kind of a silhouetted figure behind you, arm on your shoulder, snapping his fingers as your vision shifts, before it immediately dissipates. Always here to help. Whatever you need.
Thank you.
We're in this together, after all.
I'll give it a little like the Dawson. I'll give it a little like stroke. Thank you.
Just stroke your docent.
He's just rubbing his stomach.
Everybody's just watching him do, like, snap his fingers, everybody flinches, and he just
Well, not like It's that
Nobody else hears Baldwin.
No,
Oh shit.
that's fine.
Do you see
I don't
anything?
think you. Well, I don't know. Do I see anything?
So now that you're paying attention to the situation, you've stopped stroking your Dawson. Yes, there is a magical presence on the pages that are on the desk itself, though there is no other magical presence, and you still get that odd sensation of like the air around you. So yes, the pages themselves are magical.
Yeah. Do I detect any like a different school of magic or like
Divination.
divination on the papers and the air around us?
No, the air around you is a strange like abjuration kind of essence.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll like whisper to everyone. I was like, the papers, they're magical. They're divination. Divination, yeah, divination. That's the one.
Starry,
Mm,
what
yeah.
does divination like do again? Like, does
Uh,
it do like any specific things?
Usually it's like getting information you're not supposed to, like knowledge.
Hmm.
Like scrying is divination, but so is detect thoughts.
I see.
That makes some sense, at least to me.
It's looking at people.
This is quite peculiar.
Can I just look at them?
Sure. Do you have a light?
We have dark vision.
I know you have dark
I have a
vision. Do you have a light?
I have a light.
Oh, that's
but I
right,
didn't
because
turn it on.
you can't see, so your light. You did hit your light, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did put on light before we went. I
Yeah.
remember
So
this.
you
Yeah.
guys have light in the room. There's writing on some of the pages. There's one stack of pages that looks completely blank, whilst the other side of pages looks like it has writing on it. The writing is in Elvish, which you can read. As you're like looking over the writing itself, it looks like these are. It looks like a conversation that goes back and forth. Like somebody's written one thing and then somebody else has come by and written another. Like it's two different handwritings. Something you don't recognize either of the handwritings on there. But you do recognize like within the messaging, like not all of them because a lot of it is just plain text, but it makes you go back and reread that first page. When you notice like there's elements of Thieves' Cant in this. Like a message that's being written out that as you know, as it would be spoken would mean something completely different.
Yes.
And a lot of that has to do with the coalition of power. Documents themselves like are a conversation between two people. Again, you don't know who, but they, if they are Saren and somebody else, like it could relatively be incriminating.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Do I recognize the handwriting?
you would. You recognize one of the handwritings on there is Saren. Though, it's... Yeah, it would be his handwriting. You don't recognize the other person, though.
Yeah. I have a question. Have I seen something like this before from maybe potentially one of our party members?
From one of
That's
your
an
party
interesting book.
members? I know what you're getting at. Do me a favor. Go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration. It is very similar to that.
Ooh, wonderful.
This is these series of pages are somebody writing out a thought as a message, and the returned message is written out in print. Though unlike the Book of Shadows, these messages stayed.
Interesting.
Nice. I mean, that's pretty epic.
Well, it might explain the divination if they can like communicate. Maybe.
Like
if
I
like
get
the
the
Sending
pages
sending
are
it.
connected. if maybe there's one person with pages here and then another person with pages another place.
Yeah. I mean, the only trouble we would have is proving. Like, Goran can say that it's his dad.
Well,
But-
that's easy. We can just have.
That could just be a lie from us. It's hard to convince everyone it's gonna be Goran's dad.
Oddly enough, sending
We
is an
don't-
evocation spell.
Yeah. Also,
We don't even know who the other person is. So.
What school of magic is the candles or the candle that I have from Elda?
Oh, that. I think that one is also. I think that one's evocation.
Okay, interesting.
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 I mean, do we take the pages? I don't sense any other kind of magic. I don't sense any, like, abjuration cast flame on these objects when they're touched.
I think we should.
It's like, well, what if we, like, write back?
I don't think we
What
should.
does the... Okay, I have a question.
I don't think
What does the text say?
it speaks about the coalition of power.
Yeah,
Sounds like-
so like as far as the specific conversation, fuck you. But what you can read in there is mentions of like gathering the powers of this continent,
Mhm.
making it one unified country under a point of fear.
Can I ask if it's Telia's? Can I ask if it's Caroline's dad?
She would have recognized the handwriting.
I didn't realize.
Also, why we just learned last time that he's in Condolia, and we already knew that he was in Condolia. Why would he be talking
Yeah.
to Tyrion about, you know,
Hey, Al,
Sweet shit.
Al,
Ronan
about
Grady.
Tyrion?
Come here.
got it.
I don't know. I just know that your dad is in coalition with Goran's dad, and it's bad, and I don't like it.
Well, no, we know that actually the Veslins were against whatever my dad was for,
Oh, okay.
and that's why,
Um,
and that's why the other guy was killed.
What about like King Ethan?
Well, Ethan is with my dad.
Yeah. Well, anyway, speculating on who
So,
this could be.
so
could take
for
forever.
clarification, because this was meant based on how it was spoken, to clarify what the head meant, the Ethos Empire is aligned with both House Veslin and House Scavlan, in the sense they are relative allies. But Scavlan and Veslin are not allies, and in fact do not like each other.
Yes.
Do you think it could be Brocklear? Probably not, right? I don't feel like Brocklear likes.
I
Goran's dad.
think that the other person in these writings are probably someone in the Voli.
Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah. That seems probable.
Anyway, we should grab these right now.
We should.
Okay.
Let's gather them together.
Probably.
Get them in one
Spot,
pile.
are you the one picking up?
No touchins.
Maybe no touchings.
No touchins. I don't trust. I don't trust.
Well,
I don't trust.
I pull out my kitchen tongs and I pick them up. Can I pick them up like that? Does that sound fair?
Do you do
Yes.
the flick?
Your
That sounds great.
kitchen tongs.
You do that before you pick them up?
Look, man, that's what I got.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay.
I'm going
so-
to.
Actually, pliers. They have
Which-
them at thieves' tools.
So you you have pliers. So you use the pliers and you go to pick up one of the pages, right?
Oh, there.
Yes.
Okay.
Pick up one of the less important ones first.
Also,
Yeah.
I
Well,
would
there's a
agree.
stack
I would
of
say that
papers
my
written on
hands
it,
counted pliers.
And a stack of blank ones.
Take a black one.
Yeah. that's
Wait,
fair.
didn't we use invisible ink over there? Should we check those?
Then you have to take off your light.
Oh yeah, that's cantrip. I can do that over again. Should we?
I mean,
I mean, we could do it later, of course. You know,
you can if you want to.
fine. Can I check if
Dispel
the
light.
empty papers have invisible writing on them?
Sure. So you take your light
Take
away.
out my light.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I'm gonna cast light again, I'm gonna step away from the papers.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Well, so you're blind.
Yeah, I'm blind.
Um,
I know which direction the papers are, so I'm gonna go walk away from them when I'm casting.
There
Looking at
is
papers.
invisible ink on there.
Fuck yeah! I fucking told you.
And you can see that what's written on the invisible ink, or in invisible ink on the pages, in some ways match what Saren has said on his pages. But the other text is a lot more damning for the other person.
Oh.
Like an alternate idea is communicated.
Okay,
What
this is bad.
more does it say?
It references specific names of individuals who are
Oh.
on the hit list, if you would. Which,
Juicy.
for what you guys know, are all individuals who are on the Court of Whispers.
What? No, that makes sense. Oh.
He's trying to centralize power.
Yeah, of course, because he wants the power for himself.
In character, can I ask, how does that make sense?
Because he wants power for himself, so he's gonna kill off his allies.
Oh,
They're not allies, they're just tools to him. And once you're done with the tool,
so
you can just throw it
we
away.
should tell his allies. The enemy of my enemy is my ally.
The
There are a
enemy of
couple-
my
I will
enemy
say
is my
this,
friend.
There are a couple other names that are on those pages as well. King
Anyone
Ethan
we
is on the
recognize?
hit
Oh.
list.
No, well, maybe
But
we should let this go then.
So is Barack Ovir.
This is a very funny hit list.
I think Goran's dad is delusional.
Maybe.
Isn't like Brock over here?
I
Like,
would have to
John?
agree with you there.
Maybe we should
Wonderful.
let Goran's dad go. Maybe we should come back in a couple of years and see how this plays out.
No, that would be bad.
What? If Goran's dad kills Brock O'Veer, or Brock O'Veer kills Goran's dad, that's a win-win situation for us.
Well, yeah, but Goran's dad wouldn't be the one who's trying to kill him. He would get some assassins to do it.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And that would just be boring.
Big boring.
Okay.
But this sounds like our enemies are trying to kill our enemies. I don't hate the sound of that. I mean, I get that, like, we want to, like, do it, and we want to, like, rid the world of evil. Like, if evil is ridding world of evil. I mean, we should definitely, like... I mean, easiest solution? Give this hit list to Brock O'Veer immediately. That would just be, like...
Brock O'Veer's not here.
No, but if we can get it... He's, like, working with King Ethan.
I
If we give
technically
this to
have
King
a
Ethan-
sketch of the teleportation circle that's in this office.
If we drop this off at Brock O'Veer's house, that's Goran's dad's life probably, like, you know? Maybe we wouldn't have to do anything. Just, like, putting it out there.
Oh, okay. I have an out-of-character question.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes.
So, why do I have a dead body in my bag of holding again?
I
Preserved.
don't fucking remember.
Okay, cool. Can I pull out the bag? Can I pull out the body and see if I
Oh.
recognize it real quick?
I don't fucking remember. Okay. Which bag of holding is this? And do you know, like, where in your list of shit is it? Like, what is it between? Is it on D&D Beyond?
It's between dagger and dragon's hand / claw. It is in the bag of holding and not the bag of holding.
So right. This is Arctic Wastes. Got it.
Maybe it's the Lich.
What?
The dragon we thought wasn't the Arctic Waste.
Oh, there's another one in the Lich. That's right. You didn't take that one's claw though. You guys.
No,
you
and
guys
also,
actively took the hand.
These are.
It's alphabetical.
This is sorted
Oh
alphabetically.
fuck.
Riley.
God damn it.
Okay, well then it's just another god that we killed and had to stuff.
Well, it doesn't matter because at this point it's so far decomposed.
No, it's preserved.
In fucking what? Salt?
It just says preserved.
Oh my god.
Like it can preserve
That's
it.
the note. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it child?
No, it's one of the bodies that like can put the fucking thing, the coins on. I think that might be a recent one,
Oh.
Ooh.
and it just fucking took with you. That spell's long over.
It hasn't been that long, actually. It's been
Well,
like days.
Since you put
Riley,
it in
in
there?
character, it's been like. Yes.
You know
If
when the
this
body
is
came
the
in
one
then.
that you're. I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember the session it happened, but I know that if this is the coins thing that we're talking about, then it's in character. It's been like 3 days.
Well, then it's just a random guy.
No, I don't think it's been 3 days.
It's been longer than that.
It's been less than 10.
Okay, let's see. Bag of holding. Oh god.
Really dating this episode.
Is
aren't we?
this God, I fucking fight me.
What did I have more doing?
Can I read Ways of the Land to find out what this dead body is?
It just says
think you can
preserved.
just
It's
make up an
170 pounds. I don't fucking remember what that is, dude.
Next time we should write names on dead bodies.
Yeah, maybe more notes than just preserved, like where it came from, please. I don't know. I don't.
It's all good.
Know.
I take it out and I put it on my. I put it somewhere in the office.
You set it up against the wall like it's just.
It's not about the money, it's about the
maybe you can
message.
feed the creature.
Don't. That's a rotten dead body.
It's not rotten. It's preserved.
It's preserved.
Right. I guess. Well, we don't even know.
And
if
I
it's
feed it.
fresh.
We feed it. Okay, I put it back in the bag of holding. It's like, okay, cool. Wait, I know what we're doing. He's getting a snack.
Change of plans.
God.
Anyway, the papers. Okay, Goran.
We're definitely taking them.
Leave the invisible pages for now. Try on the
What?
not invisible pages.
Why would we
Sure.
leave?
In case they burst into flames.
Why would they?
Okay,
Didn't you only
Can I,
see?
like-
Divination magic, yeah, but there's probably a divination spell that is like destroy
Can
everything.
cool. Can I poke it with
Poke the pages.
Yeah,
Not the
poke
head.
the pages with my crowbar.
Still one
you
of
have
the
your pliers
less
out still.
important ones.
You have the
The less
crowbar. Yes,
Pardon?
your crowbar, right? Taking a crowbar, you're just gonna touch the
Yes.
pages.
The ones that have the less incriminating writing.
So the one with physical writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with a crowbar. Yeah, paranoid fuck.
Metal.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
touch the pages.
Got burned last session.
You touch the pages on the top, like you just kind of on the top tap it. Nothing happens.
Nice.
Kind of give
Well,
give the
I
pages
think-
just a little bit of push.
Yeah,
Nothing happens.
I picked them up with pliers.
Okay, you take out your pliers and you gotta touch and pull up the first page.
Put them here in my bag of holding.
As you pull up the page, the writing
Oh, there.
vanishes.
Damn it. Okay. But it was not important. Okay.
What about me? What about I doing?
The other
I picked.
well,
No,
the
I don't
writing on
think
the other
that's
side,
gonna
the
work.
writing on the other side where the page moved also vanished.
Damn it.
Wait, like the invisible ones?
Yes.
What?
Like
put
you
the
moved,
page back.
you moved one page and the writing vanished on both pages.
I have. Can we take a picture?
Well, I mean, technically, we've all experienced it, so we could technically use memory to show people, but then we have to bring them here.
Let me look if I have any spells to do this.
Starry, do you think if we dispel the divination stuff that's going on here, it would keep the writing, or do you think the writing would go away?
I don't know.
Can you identify it?
He takes out a fucking like identifying glass and
That's true.
Whatever
he
the
has
fuck he's
to do a
got, and he's-
ritual
Yeah,
too, 'cause he
identifying
does-
the monocle.
ritual. He sets up his ritual and. All right, 11 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna go
I look
away
at the
from
bookshelf.
papers and cast light again so I can see.
All right, you
yeah,
cast light.
that's fair.
You look at the bookshelf.
Sure, I'll look at the bookshelf.
No,
Oh, wait,
Goran's
Goran
good.
does?
Goran's
Okay,
Goran's looking at the bookshelf. Okay, so looking at the bookshelf, you can see that it has a couple of implementations on it. Not exactly anything for like writing or shit like that. Hell, I don't think there's maybe like 3 books on there, and all of them seem to be like notations of like things that have not really worked or some stuff that has worked. But something you notice is that there are a fair amount of different vials just in like a small rack on one of the bookshelf shelves. And they all seem to have like, most of them are relatively the same color, but there's different hues to them, like slightly shifting. You don't know if it's blood vials, you don't know if it's like potions. There's all kinds of shit on this bookshelf. Some of them, like whoever is working in here is a pretty detailed alchemist. But beyond that, like you don't know what the fuck, if anything, like is going on.
You know, I've realized multiple things.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I also have... That's weird.
Motherfucker's just going through his purse.
I'm going through my shit, alright? Look, I have Javard preserved.
Oh, is it Javard?
No, I have... It's a different corpse.
Okay, but how does this help?
So you can speak with the dead, that's why.
Yeah. So true. Very true.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Would you know
Okay,
anything about
cool,
this?
cool.
Maybe
Cool, cool,
Illiken
cool.
should redo her preservation of Jaward.
Yeah, I just like... Hey, look, when you got a second, can you just like, you know, do the thing, you know?
You
just,
got
like...
10 minutes, might as well.
I give her a couple more copper. copper.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Let me go
yeah.
to the spell real quick.
Yeah, okay. Stars identifying Illiken's preserving a corpse. We got time.
I mean, I have something I would like to do if they're gonna take a lot of time.
What would you like to do?
Ceremony?
Yeah, so... Like,
Okay, funeral rite.
okay, but go ahead, what are you gonna do?
Is it that one?
No,
For
it's
that
Grim
one,
Repose.
Oh god, these dogs are such jerks.
Illiken, it's Grim Repose. Or
Oh,
Gentle
Grim Repose,
Repose.
okay.
Gentle Repose, sorry.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second level.
Do I have it? That is the question.
I'm gonna let you figure it out. Swap.
Yes.
Well,
Ow.
it.
I'm gonna
I don't
open
have it.
my mind pals again.
Okay, your mind.
Oh.
Mind.
I'm gonna my mind palace.
Alright.
I'm gonna get Baldwin again.
Okay.
He's kind of like a magic guy.
Still
Obviously,
there.
Star, he's fucking useless. So I'm gonna get my ancient sorcerer bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, do you know? Have you ever seen anything like this? And would you know how we could transport these pages without killing them all?
Ooh. Give me a second.
And he has a +7 to our common.
He does. Well, let him be the one that makes the second
Can I
check.
take the help action?
No, because the first check's already been made. This is a second check. So, alright, let me go ahead and, where is it? There we go.
You need to know his stats.
Nope, I'm looking at it now.
It's
I can't find this.
So it's in skills, yeah. Alright, so this is just a Dawson making a skill check. That is a... Okay, alright, that's not great.
I'll bet
but
luck
it's...
on it if I can. I don't know if I can do it on spirits, but you know.
Yes, you can. It's a
Oh,
16.
let's go.
What does Ben Luck do?
I can add 1d4.
Roll a d4.
Nice, let me just...
Here.
I added 3.
Okay, so 19. Alright. As he takes a look at what's going on here, you see him looking through your eyes, and in an odd way, almost feel like he takes over your body, kind of,
Ooh.
with like how he's perceiving and where he's looking to kind of identify what's happening here. Then you hear, well, it's odd for sure. Not something I've necessarily encountered before, but it's not impossible for something like this to move. I've heard of something. It's a pretty complicated spell. No, not exactly a spell. And preserving it would require casting such a spell again. Just on these pages to make them permanent. Don't suppose you know what spell that is, though.
Well,
we might figure it out. We are casting Identify.
That would help.
Figure it out.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Spell,
In the
though, I mean...
meantime, maybe don't touch it, because it seems that physical contact might actually trigger the thoughts being put onto the pages.
Yeah. Trigger them.
Well, do you see an ink and quill anywhere?
No, I don't.
Maybe don't touch the pages, lest you alert whoever's connected to it.
I see. Thank you. I'll tell Goran, like, you know, when you touch that page, they might have been alerted.
Dave.
So
You know what I'm gonna do?
We might have less time than we think.
Okay. Can I put who else is here? It's
That's
just the
Starry.
4 of us and Starry.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's in this room?
Okay. Does somebody want to actually, Carolyn? Can you copy down whatever the fuck is going on there?
On the pages?
Like, can you just copy it down?
Yes, I will.
Wait.
I will start doing that.
Wait.
Do you still have proficiency in?
I do have proficiency in forgery, don't I?
Well, you did before.
I had a forgery kit, but I might have lost it.
I give
I'll do that.
Spot my forgery kit.
Where do you want me to go, Dylan?
No, never mind. No, I was just being silly. Yeah, so you're still proficient in forgery,
I'm still proficient in forgery. So I should do that, probably.
but you
Sick.
don't know. Well, I guess you don't need to know the language if you can see the letters.
Technically, yeah, but also, again, I know I'm using it a lot now, but I think one of my guys speaks
Yeah.
Elvish. Yeah, I can.
Dawson knows Elvish.
Yeah, it does.
Dawson does know Elvish. Because
Yeah.
Belden was an elf, yeah.
I'll be like, "Hey, yo, Belden, I know you're doing a lot right now. Do you want to like help me translate this now?"
I mean, he's probably just happy that you're using him. You
For
know?
real.
He's probably happy.
Are your dogs
keeping
allowed
order.
in your bed?
Yeah,
You're.
they're fine.
Oh, okay, just want to make sure.
I'll
They
just make
sleep
him
with me, are you
translate
kidding
it
me?
for me. I'll make him translate for me. I'll be like, yeah.
Well, there's no need for me to translate for you.
Oh,
You should
fuck.
just copy it as is.
Right.
But
Forgot about that.
I believe in
Robot.
you.
it's you've got this.
Thank you.
We believe in you.
We'll start.
Alternatively,
with,
if
like-
you could just, you've got this. You've got this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I just help him a little bit? Just like watch over him and make sure that he gets like
Yeah,
letters
yeah.
right and stuff.
It is formal
do the-
handwriting. You'd be able to better help him than Belden would trying to describe to him how to write a letter. Like, no, more
Yeah.
cursive, more cursive. Dot your eyes.
Also, I am doing it like the old way of typing, where I have to like move the bar, and it goes like.
Well, no, you're doing it by hand.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
it's-
making those noises.
Okay. Like you get to the other side of the page, you can use your other arm to grab and lift and drop.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Everybody's got their method.
And I do have some clean pages that we can use.
Okay.
I also have some paper.
You
Nice.
got paper. All right. While
Yeah.
you start that process, Starry will have finished identifying it. As the spell and incantation finishes up and Starry goes to collect all of his implements for the ritual casting of the spell, you watch as he looks it over. Yeah, don't touch it. Like, physically touch it. We should be okay. But don't
Well,
Okay.
physically put your hand on the pages, because that's how it communicates.
How it does the thing. Cool. Starry, don't touch it. Say it
won't.
with me now.
I-
I will not touch the paper.
Goran,
Yes.
I will not touch the paper.
Nice.
Okay?
Good.
You wouldn't happen to know what like spell is going on, right?
Yeah.
It's
Did
called
you-
thought
was it-
transcription.
it's called what?
Thought transcription.
Huh?
Ooh.
Well, I do not fucking have that. So. Okay, so I'll share with the party that I was told by God himself in my mind that casting of the same spell would permanently inscribe the, I don't know how to say it, would like fix it permanently so it won't be destroyed. Whatever, somehow. I'll
Basically,
ask for details if we need it.
basically what it is a from what Starry is able to gather is that it's a spell that once cast imbues a series of pages like with the telepathic connection that a telepathic thought would. You don't know how many people you can connect with it at the same time, but so long as those pages remain undisturbed, the thoughts remain in memory for that time. And the spell ends when all pages are expended or filled out.
Sure.
Ooh, interesting. I have a good question.
Yeah.
I cast Find Traps.
Okay. What was your question, though?
Traps.
Okay.
Where are they?
So you cast Find Traps. One of the things I gotta read Find Traps again. Such a weird spell. Hang on.
Anything that draws his arm, basically.
Yeah, I know. For the purpose of a trap, for the purpose of the spell, and that would inflict sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable. Okay. All right. So one of the things. Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but as you guys are in this room, that hole that the two of you have felt earlier is deeper in the bigger hallway.
Nice.
Down that hallway, there is a single trap that appears to be. What do you want? Thus, the spell affect an area of a. Okay.
I know what we're using that dead body for.
So, you get the sense that dead body's gonna be real helpful if you throw it down that hallway far enough.
Should we get Cadrith to just like yeet it?
You have a Goliath.
Cadrith and Illican, cool. I
Illican
pull up the dead
alone
body.
would
We'll
just.
send it.
Illican alone can fucking one-hand bowling ball that bitch.
Okay, so you have 2 tries, right? It's like regular bowling. You have 2 balls to clear the frame. I believe that you can get a strike. I believe in you. What is the trap? Does it tell me what trap it is?
No, only that you wouldn't like the outcome. It's. I guess in a way I can't tell you what the design, because like you do learn the general nature of the danger posed. A
Which is
lot
bad.
of pain.
Is it magical or non-magical?
Did you learn if it was magical or non-magical?
I learn the nature of the thing, so I would argue that whether it is or is not magical is.
The pain inflicted would not be magical.
Cool. Is the trap magical?
You don't know. It just reveals that a trap is near. There is a trap.
There
Nice.
is a trap.
Oh, who's had that sight that allows them to see magic?
I think
Yeah.
That's Jack, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's detect
Well,
magic,
they're
so
both
anybody that has that spell.
tieflings.
Well, yeah, I can do it too, but who could see? That was Jack.
Or unless you talk about
Yeah.
Jack who can see in the darkness.
No, it's
Magical or
Elder
non-magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His eyes.
Oh.
It's a devilish side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, devil sight.
Eyes.
I mean, I could cast Detect Magic again, if you would like that.
Doesn't detect magic last for a while though, or is it a single item?
How long
Well-
does detect magic last?
I don't actually know. I don't technically have it in my spell list, but I'll Google it.
I got you. Detect magic 5e. Oh, that's
10
the
minutes.
wrong
But also,
one.
like, I used
10
it
minutes?
before.
10 minutes.
I used it before Starry's ritual
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah,
So-
so it would be over by now.
Well, it would have ritual cast. You would have it for a little while longer. You're coming to the tail end of this casting though.
Cool. I point at the vials. What's that?
I'll go to it and take a look.
Just look. Just...
Point at the what?
Stare.
The vials on the thing. Are
They're
they
not magical.
I pointed the books. Is this magical?
Nope.
I pointed the table. Is this magical?
Nope.
Nothing is magic
And the
except
spell's
the
I point-
pages and the air.
The only thing that
That's
was
all.
I
magical
go
in
over
the
to start.
detectable...
Is this magical?
The only thing that was magical in the detectable presence of detect magic was the pages, which were
Okay.
on the table
can
right
I-
next to the bookshelf.
Can I investigate the bookshelf?
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Cool. How do you feel about 14?
A 14. The vials don't appear to be anything other than blood.
Oh.
You're not
Interesting.
exactly sure, like,
Is
whose
any of
blood
it
or what's
our
blood,
blood?
but it's different. They're different shades of red. So you imagine, like, if there is humanoid blood in here, there's also probably bestial blood.
Can I smell it? A perception check.
Did I take a little
Sure.
sip?
You grab one of the vials,
Oh my God.
uncork
I
it.
don't touch the vials. I'm not
Then
smelling
no,
the
'cause
vials yet.
they're closed off, so you can't smell it.
Can I try to sniff it anyway?
do we think that one of them has like werewolf blood?
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
And
You
Kinda
don't
what we're
know.
trying to do.
Maybe.
people.
I mean, I assume this is like the successful hit list, right? Like the blood of the enemy.
There's no
slain.
traps. There's no magic.
correct.
Can I see? I'm looking to see if anything has moved.
On
like-
the bookshelf?
On the bookshelf, is there dust?
Gotcha. Make me a perception check.
Sick.
And because you're looking for a creature, you may have advantage for your scent.
Nice.
Anyway, I touch everything.
How do you feel about a 28?
A 28. Okay. Nothing seems to have moved. It is not a mimic, as far as you can tell.
Oh, I'm not looking for a mimic. Okay, cool. It's not a mimic. Let's go.
Nor is there anything on the bookshelf moving.
Has the bookshelf moved? Like, is there like tracks on the floor of like the bookshelf moving, or is there like I'm looking for secret passage type deal? You know?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Secret
Or like if
tunnel.
someone's
I
interacting with the
finally
bookshelf.
get that fucking reference. I finally get it.
The secret tunnel.
Let's go.
Secret
to the
tunnel. That shit's gonna live like rent free in my head now. Thanks, Avatar. God damn it.
I mean, Avatar banging.
Hmm.
It was great. Yeah, now we're watching Korra, and it's first episode. It's all right.
Yeah.
So
I feel sorry.
it is not. There, it doesn't look like there's any tracks of like, the bookshelf moving or shifting or anything like that, or parts like being disturbed outside of the relative use that this thing has. Like there are like signs of dust that have settled here on some of the shelves, but like the vials have been moved occasionally. One of the notebooks has been like pulled off and dragged the dust line with it, so you can see the little space where the dust is not sitting there. But it doesn't look that well kept, the specific bookshelf.
Can I see if there's any kind of mechanism? There's no trap associated with the books.
Not that you can tell, no.
I cast find traps,
Okay,
so
there is a trap
there is.
down the hall.
Okay, cool. We already know.
It's not, yeah, I know. There's no trap on the bookshelf.
I poke the book with my crowbar.
Okay.
Does it fall over?
Are you intending for it to fall over on the shelf?
Yes.
Then yeah. Are you done being paranoid now?
No.
Never.
Is the book?
Illiken, do me a favor. Make me a ranged, or yeah, it's a ranged attack with a thrown improvised weapon as you yeet the body down the corridor. Let's move on to that.
Okay, I take the
As I
books. What's in the? Oh, okay. So, like I said, I pull out the first corpse. I need you to roll it down the hallway. Like, just send it. I don't care if it's like spear or like just bowling ball. You know what I mean? But, you know, you have this dead body. We're using the dead body to trigger a trap down the hall. Yeah, 2 tries. Now, I believe you can get all of the pins, because you do have 2 balls per frame, right? We can find more dead bodies. We can acquire more dead bodies if necessary.
Or if they're still in decent condition, reuse bodies.
Yeah. Well, you know, depends.
And we see this is a what now
Here
that
you
I'm
go.
doing?
I give it to Illigan. Just send it. Ranged attack with an improvised weapon.
Throw the bitch down the hallway.
How do I roll for that?
Can I take the can Cadra take the help action?
Cadrith isn't there. No. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and roll me a d20. Add your strength or dexterity because it's a thrown weapon. You do not get proficiency because it's an improvised weapon.
Strength or dexterity? Well, my strength is definitely better, so I'm using my strength.
You're gonna double your strength because of powerful build. So whatever your strength modifier is, double it. And that's what we allow
Okay.
instead.
Okay. Wow, my short-term memory is failing me right now.
What is your strength modifier?
Currently a +8. It's doubled.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so d20 plus 8. That's all you're rolling.
Okay. Here we go.
I believe in you. What's in the notebook?
That's a 26.
26. So you watch as you take this thing, kind of like grab him by the head, grab his legs, kind of one-hand the thing, and fucking underhand yeet him down the hallway. He doesn't even touch the ground, but you watch as there is a part of like the hallway, especially that you can see with your 300 feet of dark vision. As he passes a certain part, you notice like there's a and then spikes that just rise up out of the ground, walls, and ceiling that go through. Because of the distance you threw that son of a bitch, it doesn't even nick any of the spikes. But you get the sense that something in that hallway triggers that could cause a lot of pain. You have to be quick enough to get down the hall.
Am I able to memorize exactly where it is? Where the trigger is?
Yeah.
Awesome.
As long as you don't forget his ADHD.
How fast do you think
Sick.
you have to go?
Okay, how many... Let's give a random number on how many steps down it is.
Well, you know where it is. You know where it starts. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna make it. I was fucking with you on that part. But so you know where it is, and you know where it ends. And to get through it, you have to be relatively fast. You don't think that at your normal walking speed, like move and dash, that you would get through it.
Okay, but how did the
Could
body
I?
get hit?
So, break it?
You could.
Can I?
Could you? You were not paying attention. Possibly, but you don't know.
I was
the
pointing
rogues,
down
I'll
the
say this,
hall.
Break it
the
together.
rogues possibly could get through.
Combined attack.
Celia probably could, yeah.
Goran's
We
faster
could
than
do a
Tila.
combined attack and try to
Oh,
do it
no.
together.
Say that again,
I still
Illigan?
guess.
Oh,
I-
doesn't my wild shape, like my
Lycanthrope
doggy
form.
style, do things for me?
It improves your armor class and I believe damage output, as well as gives you a damage resistance to non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
What animal's gonna become Goran? Gonna become like
A hybrid
that
wild
one?
shape.
Well, it's
let's.
either werewolf or whatever he wants.
Not
Yeah.
like a hummingbird.
I could do
Yeah.
hummingbird.
Hummingbirds are pretty fast.
They're not the fastest animal in D&D that I
Well,
can become.
They're not the fastest animal, but according. But think about these spikes. They're probably not that big. Hummingbird easily flew through. Also, I can cast fly and need to double your movement speed, so your dash would be quite quick.
Oh, nice. That'd be sick. Could you cast fly on all of us?
I mean, of course, I could.
So if we have fly and we dash, I have a question.
Okay.
We all have gas mode active.
We don't, but sure.
We do.
Yeah,
Can
we
we
do.
all
Right,
transform
That's
into
why
gas
we're
mode?
immune to physical attacks,
Yeah.
aren't we?
No.
You're not immune to physical attacks.
No,
You have
not even
resistance.
remotely.
Oh, we're resistant.
Yeah.
But we're pretty fast.
Yeah, Gorin.
We're
I think it was
300
Gorin that
feet.
learned the hard way. You're not resistant to physical attacks.
No, it was
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it
It
was
was
Story.
Story. That's right. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's right.
In the
Fucking-
greatest, most efficient rescue of one of our people who had been
Of,
captured.
of your whole campaign, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That shit
was
was
a while
precise.
ago.
It was clean.
That's all we ever need. We peaked. We peaked there.
Fucking, how do you put a cloud under arrest?
Because he just stood there and then he got
With a
beat
lot
up.
of willpower.
I know.
He was like, they can't see me, and there's like an obvious green cloud standing there, and he's like,
It's just a regular cloud. Why the fuck is there a cloud in this room? I'm gonna attack the cloud.
Well, no, like there's a whole like minute that you have to spend like shifting your form into a cloud,
Yeah.
and they recognize that that's not just a cloud.
Yeah.
But, like,
How do you put a cloud under arrest?
how do you put a cloud under arrest? I think the answer is
Yeah.
vacuum cleaner, but I really don't know.
Ghostbusters that shit.
They're gonna have to develop
I
some new
mean-
tech by the time that campaign 2 comes around.
I mean, this solves the
The campaign
problem.
2 already came around.
No, the
Campaign
second
3 was
campaign for
also-
you, like second
I know what
story.
you're talking
You
about.
fucking
Yeah, Riley's definitely bad.
I know, I'm making a
This
joke.
spell next campaign.
Oh my
this spell
God.
is definitely
Kylen-Jaal
bad.
Part 2.
The spell cloud.
The new
And
homebrew.
the vacuum
Jolly
cleaner of
sword.
the spell cloud.
I
This
mean,
disables Windwalk.
I know Windwalk makes us clouds and makes us resistant damage. Does it make it faster? Does it make us faster?
300 feet per round.
yeah. It's fucking.
Not down.
It's Druid's fast travel.
Oh, well, yeah, then we're gonna
It's
use
one of the
that.
druid fast travel.
That's true.
Well, that sounds pretty nice. I think we should consider doing that.
Figure out the stuff with the pages first.
I mean, yeah, we need to cast thought transcription, but none of us have that. And Starry used up his wish today.
Yes.
So it would either we take a long rest.
Also, wait, how far did we get with the copying the writing stuff?
I would say I'm probably done. By
It's well for the first page.
now. Oh. I'm taking
There's
the hit list. And all the
there's a
important
whole
stuff first.
stack that you have to disturb the pages for.
Well, you can't see the hit list because you have to be blind to do it.
Well, yeah, but I can just take up the
Well, he has to be blind to do it, but he can read the glowing hidden
Okay,
message.
that's good. That's good.
So he actually can
Yeah.
read that.
Then yes,
Okay,
let's
you
do the
you
hit
guys go
list.
cloud searching. I have to write this down.
And for the sake
Oh,
of
I'm
this, like
helping
you do
you.
remember what was written out, Caroline, so you can recover what was lost on that page. Because you disturbed
Great.
enough of it, and then just and then let it go, disrupting some of the pages. But you can fix that.
Stir the piece.
Okay, what's in the notebooks?
A lot of the notebooks are on what doesn't work as far as the alteration of living creatures, like directly
Okay.
modifying them.
Mm-hmm.
Based on like the first notebook that you pick up off the shelf, it's mentioned that like some of the creatures don't have the capacity of like replenishing their own blood. Like a single wound would end them,
Oh,
but
Huh.
those failed experiments were put down.
Oh no.
well,
Uh,
that's fair.
Some of them are like there are mentions of the ones that have lost control and were not capable of being controlled, and those have been put down.
Does it say anything about this guy?
This guy,
The guy was
The
dead.
guy
The
who's
one out
here?
there.
that one in this first notebook, no, it only explains like it's mentions of like some of their processes that they've done. There are actually, yeah, there would be like nearing the end, it would have been probably one of their successes, and trying to recreate that success has been proven difficult. Like for how long they've been doing this, each success feels like a fluke.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, I have many questions. First off, what does it say about the materials used?
The
You trying to do
materials used are typically
Creatures.
like it's like the combination of different bloods, the arcane fusion of beasts together, as well as the magical domination of a creature.
Cool.
Like-
What beasts?
Well, for some of them, it appears to be beasts of flight, like they're trying to make two creatures into one, though it seems they're most successful as they were attempting to create an army and failing. The most successful is taking large, if not larger, beast and monstrous creatures to fuse together. There's mention that their most successful creation or the most success they've had
Was
as to making making creatures that live but don't obey were aberrations.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
after the aberrations were dealt with by Blue on Black, they abandoned that half of the project.
So the entirety of Firestone was these guys' stuff?
Oh no, it was happenstance. They just came around and were like, those are creatures. Take them.
Okay.
These ones look interesting.
Though, something else that you notice is that as you're, like, going through and, you notice, like, some of the magic that refers to, like, the domination aspect is magic beyond that of a druid. It's magic that would probably require, like the splicing of these creatures, it's like killing them and then bringing them back, but as one mass, like one creature. But there's a lot that goes into it. And there's mentions, like, each creature that has succeeded in its recreation, each as expensive as they are, typically require, like, some semblance of every piece of magic in the world. Like divination, evocation, transmutation, and then some. Just to make it work. And then there's a pause. Splicing different creatures together, raising them from the dead. All semblances of magic, and then some. Like an extra school of magic. Goran... Not to mention the alchemical aspect of this project. You think you know who your father's working with in the Eastern Empire. If not Ethos himself.
Ah.
And you are
It's the one we haven't met.
dangerous. You're in very dangerous company. Well, not company, but
Which one is it?
What's her name again?
what's her name? Goran.
I have it
Which
fucking written
one of
down.
them? Because I can give you the names if you know which one it is.
The Alchemist.
I have it written down.
Is it Julio?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
But didn't
Okay, yeah, no, that's the last name.
Yes.
She comes and goes as she pleases.
Yes, she is a
King
sin.
is- Yeah.
One of the sins of the Empire.
She's...
Spot canonically does not remember all the sins names.
We know. And then you take another look at that table. It doesn't have the symbols on it, nor is it even magical.
We stole
But-
one of these, didn't we?
Well, at this point, now you're wondering, is the magic hidden on it?
I looked under the table.
Empty. That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay. I look at the back of the
You
table.
are familiar with some magics of this, variety of abjuration, that can suppress the presence of magic.
It's non-detection just for magic.
That's spooky. I don't like that.
The table's a very similar shape and design, just without the symbols.
But didn't we last see one of those tables? Oh, I am getting cold.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. And you last saw, I mean, there's a couple places you last saw one of those tables, and I think each time you've seen them, Zalin's fucking stolen it.
Damn.
I want to steal this one too. This is the war table that we have at Blue and Black.
It's one of them.
That feels
God.
bad.
Hey,
Could that be listening magic?
hey, so is Oxide here, like, in the front?
He's in the other room. Do you need him?
Yes.
What for?
Oxide, can you, contact home base, tell them to, the big war table that we have?
Yeah.
Can you tell them to put it in storage?
Okay.
There might be secret magics stuck in there somewhere. There's magic out there that suppresses other magic, and that table might be encoded with it. So just tell them to put it in storage as an urgent matter.
For context, you know that table's magical because it's a magical table that they just were using as a war table.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Just put it away.
Yeah, he'll send a message out to Naivara
Yeah.
to remedy that mistake.
I wait for Naivara's frustrated response. Fucking utter exasperation in the text.
There is a response that the war room has an official table, and that table was moved to a different room. But they will put it in storage.
Sick.
They'll lock it away just for now.
Sick. Okay. Can I... You know what? I'm gonna smell the blood.
Okay. You grab one, uncork, and sniff?
Yep.
Alright. Blood smells weird. Go ahead and make me a... Actually...
You even gotta.
Does it smell good?
Well, there's no way, just smelling the blood, there's no way to identify what it comes from.
Don't taste it.
Don't taste it, please.
Mm.
But
Not planning to.
something, you go uncork one, give it a whiff. Yeah. Really heavy iron, but yeah. You uncork another, give it a sniff. Doesn't really feel like much. Okay.
If I track
You
creatures...
You take
Using
another
blood.
one, give it a whiff, and there's something incredibly familiar about it.
Divine familiar.
It's not your blood. Because, you know what your blood smells like. At least you think you do. But... something... cursed.
Which one of my sisters is this?
Not a sister. The blood of a lycanthrope.
Different lycanthrope, though, than wolf.
No, lycanthropes are wolves. But you're
No,
thinking
you can have other
Therian.
kinds of
You're talking
lycanthropy.
Therianthropy.
Yeah.
Lycanthropes are wolves.
What about,
Lycanthropy is wolves.
what about the leader guy that we slaughtered? Is it that guy?
Who?
The lycanthrope guy that was we mega fireballed in that one tunnel.
It's been a way long time. So you would not remember that. Not remember the smell of his blood or something. That's way too niche.
My bad.
But even still, it's
It's another person who is
it
also
is a
lycanthrope.
blood that you unmistakably recognize as cursed with the curse of lycanthropy. And you know how easily transmitted that shit is.
Interesting. Smell the rest of the blood.
Okay, there's 10 vials, but you take your time, smell the rest of them. There was a second vial that had a similar lycanthropic scent to it. But beyond that, it's all different types of creatures that you don't necessarily know off the top of your head.
Right. But is it all lycanthropy-ish smell?
Not all of them, no, just those two.
Okay.
You get the sense that the bloods are probably different, like the bloods of different monsters, if not something else. Like, I don't, you don't like, I don't know. Knowing your chaotic mind, you'd probably think, oh, that one's hepatitis A, and like, they're all different bloods, but two of them you recognize are bloods that have been tainted by the curse of lycanthropy, but not all of them have. So it's part of some kind of experimentation. But lycanthropy is a part of their experimentation.
Okay. I take it.
All of them? Or just the...
Yes. Hold on.
Throw the bloods in the bag of holding. Alright.
Yep.
Go ahead and add...
10 bloods.
We'll add 8 vials of bestial blood to your inventory, and 2 vials of lycanthropic blood.
Okay. Give me a sec.
And then make sure you put in the notes, found in your father's lair.
Yeah, don't worry.
No, just put like vial of blood. I think that would be cool.
Vial of blood times however many there is.
Yeah,
Small
don't
little-
worry. I've got this. I got this.
Right,
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Um,
Sure you do.
Riley,
Yeah.
didn't campaign 1 go
Yep.
to a place where Julia was at some point?
Met face to face.
Great, wonderful. I was, yeah.
Makes it even more embarrassing that I don't know her name.
Valid.
Can you tell me what town that was again? Because I'm trying to find it in my notes, but it's
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta pull that up. Maps. This would have been in East Drolkish.
okay.
Nice. But is there anything more in here we should like search?
I look at the other books.
Don't look at fucking books. That's
These
boring.
sort of what I've told you was within each of the 3 books. Like you would have pulled one down,
Okay, I think-
grazed through it, and you take all the books. All right, cool.
Is there anything else on the shelf?
Different implements that could be used for arcane and/or nefarious purposes.
Okay, take them.
Okay. Go ahead and take miscellaneous alchemical supplies or alchemical implements.
We're just robbing Gordon's dad.
Can I just add an alchemist kit to my?
No, you may not, because you are not proficient with an alchemist kit.
Can I just? Can I add alchemist supplies?
You're not proficient with it, no.
I know I'm not, but like,
And also, you don't personally know if all the materials are there. Like, there could be
Okay.
enough and then some, or there could be not enough for one. You don't know.
it's alchemical supplies, misc.
Yeah. My bad if my memory's bad, but did we ever do the cloud thing and went further down the hallway?
You have
No, we
not.
haven't done
Not
that
yet.
yet.
We should
But
like
you're
do that.
writing.
Well, I know, but you guys should do that.
Well, he stopped writing after the first page. Are you wanting him to move to the second page?
I want him to do the invisible.
Yeah. Are you getting both or just the invisible?
Well, are they not in a stack? Because I can't get to the second one without reading the first one.
Exactly.
I mean, technically, it's human touch, right? Can I not just like blow on the top one? Like, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
do
it's
that.
but like when I touched it with like my crowbar, it like
But then it was
It was fine,
fine
right?
until you touched
Oh.
it with your hand.
No. You remember what was written on that page. The page is empty. Like that part of the page is empty. Like what
Well,
was disturbed
yes.
is removed.
But
Was it
Did
disturbed
it-
by the crowbar?
Was it what?
yeah.
Because Goran
So it
used
was
the
only
crowbar
when
and he
I-
said it was fine, and then he touched it with his hand, and then it.
He
Got
didn't touch it
that.
with his hand at all. He picked it up with a pair of pliers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You guys think Goran would touch shit with his hand? Are you kidding me?
I was motherfucking investigating that shelf for about 30 minutes. 30 real life minutes.
Yeah, I got it. Reverse gravity, and I'll get the last page too. It will be in the room. Beta.
No. Okay.
I mean, we don't have transcription.
We don't have a trans.
Soft
We don't have don't have any
There's
trans
two of 'em
thoughts
here.
around here. We don't have the thought transcription, so we're not going to get to preserve the pages anyway. So wouldn't it be more beneficial for me to write down lot of them instead? If we're thinking about it, because we don't have thought transcription, and I don't think anyone of us do.
No.
Because I've
Nope.
never heard of it, and I've never seen anyone else use it. And that's the only way that makes sense to me, except for hopefully something about Goran's crowbar being magical. I don't know.
One can
I mean, so it sounds like we should just let these pages be destroyed, and I should write it down. That's what it sounds like.
No, but if you touch
how-
them and move them.
Yeah.
But if I touch the top one, only
Actually,
the top one.
while
Finish,
while
right?
we're on this too, you've written down your first page for what you do have. I do need you to go ahead and make me the forgery skill check.
All right. Okay.
With advantage for me, because I'm helping them.
Are you proficient with forgery kit?
I'm really cool.
No advantage.
It says
No,
she's
No,
proficient
but
with
she has
cool
the,
call.
this isn't mean. This isn't mine. This is mine. Well, hold on a second. Let me read my class, because I think I have something.
Says she can do a liar. So what if she's like playing some nice music while I'm writing this down, like lo-fi beats to study to?
Oh no. Unfortunately, she is not a bard, so no bardic inspiration.
True. I
Um,
didn't
doesn't
cast.
Does she have
Enhance Ability, I
that
could've done
thing
that.
where she has the right skill for the job?
no,
that's a artificer
That's
feature.
me.
Reliable talent, isn't it?
She has
I
reliable
have
talent.
reliable talent, but
And right tool for the job is artificer.
I do have imposter, which means that I can unerringly mimic another person's speech, writing, and behavior if I spend at least 3 hours studying.
3 hours.
So if I'm here for 3 hours, I can help.
Okay.
Just
I'll
looking
do
at
it
some
on
stuff.
hand. It's fine.
Hang on. Okay, what is that feature called again?
Imposter.
God damn it! It's from your assassin's background, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At 13th level, you gain the ability to unerringly mimic another person's speech, writing, and behavior. You must spend at least 3 hours studying these 3 components of the person's behavior, listening to speech, examining handwriting, and observing mannerisms. Your ruse is indiscernible to the casual observer. If a very creature suspects something is amiss, you have advantage on any charisma deception checks you make to avoid detection.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could absolutely, easily, without question, mimic Spot and all of his mannerisms. But that
Well-
doesn't give you proficiency in a forgery kit.
No, but I can examine the writing that's written down, and then I can copy it if I spend.
I can also just use Tides of Chaos.
That's boring, though.
That's boring.
That's not me.
Yeah. So, okay, with imposter, specifically because this is revolving around like copying down handwriting, like, and you are looking at it. You have to spend 3 hours. If you spend 3 hours, yeah,
No,
because
it's fine.
it's 3 hours like practicing.
He's
and-
choosing not to use me. He's
No,
gonna use
it's
his
not
own stuff
like that.
instead.
What was
I was just gonna
Tides of
use-
Chaos was like a D4 for what though? What is that?
No, Tides of Chaos is advantage on
Yeah.
attack roll, ability check, or save.
Oh, you use Bend Luck.
Well, this is a skill.
What?
This
Tides
is
of
a
Chaos?
skill check. Tides of Chaos wouldn't work.
Oh,
Well, it's an ability check, right? I'm gonna roll my dex for it, right?
well, skill checks are
it's-
ability
what is-
checks, but not all ability checks are skill checks.
Okay, well, is forgery kit a skill
Yeah, it's a
ability
skill.
check?
Yeah, because it's going to use an ability
Yeah.
score. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well then it's an ability check. Then I can get advantage on it. And I can also use Bend Luck, because Tides of Chaos is a non-action.
Yep.
So I can use both.
Uh-huh.
Attack roll, ability
done.
check, or saving throw. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos and 2 sorcery points. And I'll roll with advantage,
Okay.
plus a d4.
Go for it.
Which is it though? Is it Dex or is it like sleight of hand?
Oh, it's gonna be so your forger kit is it has a dumb proficiency modifier next to it, right?
I don't. Vänta. På skills kräv.
What skills?
Yeah, but
Oh, you don't have it.
He
on...
doesn't. No, he doesn't have it on his skills thing.
No,
So,
It's not there.
a forgery kit, I would argue, is probably going to use your dexterity.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just roll my Dex.
And
Twice.
so
Yeah.
yeah, but it's also plus your proficiency. Remember?
Is it?
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're proficient.
Okay, so it's plus.
So,
plus
do me a
9
favor,
then.
roll me an acrobatics check twice, because that'd be what you're rolling.
That's fair. Let me roll that. I almost got a 20.
Yeah, you almost did. And then roll the d4.
Okay, so 23 plus
1.
1. 24.
24. Okay.
Terrible. I could have gotten so much better. I almost
Alright.
got a nat 20.
It looks pretty indiscernible from the original copy itself. Just
Let's
both
go.
pages are now written out in natural, normal ink.
This is great. Let's go. Okay, so about the other pages, are we gonna do those, or are we not gonna disturb the pages? It's like I need some like, because it's gonna take time for me to write these down, so we should discern that before we potentially continue through the trapdoor.
Well, I think this is probably the most important page with the the hit list.
That one is good, but it's not really incriminating. Yeah,
Yes, it is. Having a list that's literally like, these people are who I want to kill. To gain
Well,
power.
yeah, but he's rich though. Rich people kill all the time, and they're not in jail.
Yeah, but he's doing it in secret, and there's obviously a reason that he's doing it in secret.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't want the people he's killing to be like, "Oh shit, he's gonna kill me." He
Okay.
wants it to be a surprise,
So-
obviously.
Sort of touching on Starry's question from earlier. Not Starry, the Spot's question from earlier. It was just the top page that I moved that had its writing, like, taken off, right?
Yeah, so
Okay, so we
each
get 2
page
pages
disturbed
then.
removes the writing.
Well, then we can go through the bunk. Technically, it will get rid of all the writing, but I can write it down perfectly, so it's fine. And unless any of you consider getting thought transcription in the last 10 minutes. Sounds like the best solution, doesn't it?
That it does.
I'm gonna do it with your pliers though, because I'm not about to touch that with my hands.
Yeah, sounds like a suboptimal strategy if we don't.
Yeah. I would rather Gorenstad get a message that some pliers are invading his personal library than the one guy that he keeps fighting.
I mean, he already knows we're here.
Oh, right.
The one guy he keeps fighting. To be fair, at best, like, he mopped the floor with Zalin.
True. You probably don't remember me.
That's the only one he actually had direct conflict with. And fucking smoked his ass.
Yeah, anyway. I guess I will start doing that. Like, getting rid of the top page with the pliers and then continue to write down the next page. If that
Yeah,
works.
sounds fair.
Okay, so you remove...
I'll do like a couple more pages.
This, I mean, this will take...
I feel
Because of
like
how many
this is
pages are
fine.
here, you know this will take hours.
Well, I'll only do as many before we need to leave. So I'll be stationary here while the others push on further in.
Alright?
soon.
Alright. Hang on.
You want to keep Starry?
I'll keep Starry for protection, sure.
Okay. Yeah, for protection.
Yeah. So I can summon my dragon if in need.
Gotcha. Alright, so the other 3 of you. The hallway.
Yeah.
How do you wish to proceed?
Like a fucking badass. I gas mode and I fucking dash. I send it down the hallway.
Okay, you gas. The spikes eventually trigger, and you just make your way and send it down the hallway. Everybody else, are you guys making your way in there too?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you
Gas
guys all
mode,
gas moded and then did it at the
obviously.
same time. As you make it to the other side of that trap, after it triggers, The three of you, are you staying in gas mode, or are you gonna ungas mode now?
There more truck ups.
You don't know. There's a body there.
Yeah, we put it there.
Yeah. You...
I on gas mode to pick it up.
Okay, you ungas mode just to pick it up.
Is it in the spike trap, or did it not get touched by the spike
It
trap?
didn't get touched by how Illiken threw it. That's a body you can save
Yeah.
for another day.
It's reusable. Reduce, reuse, recycle, all of that.
Reduce, reuse, ikiki.
All right. Now, you know, it's still got a human skull there. It might be useful.
Okay.
But yeah, I on gas mode to pick it up. Put it in my bag of holding. Gas detect traps again.
Okay. There is a trap within range.
Behind me.
Same thing.
Yeah. Or is there any more? It stays active for a while.
Looking around, as you continue to push forward, I'm assuming at this point you all are ungas moding, so you can like walk through stealthily.
If he's like, yeah, there's no traps, then I'll do it.
Okay. Spend a minute unfucking yourself, and then stealth. I'm assuming the three of you are stealthing, because when are you not?
Yeah.
All right. Three of you, Illiken, Caroline, and Goran, go and make me stealth checks.
I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Is Find Traps concentration? Nope. Oh, it's only instantaneous. Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
Do I have any bonuses or no?
No.
Okay.
You have +10, yeah.
Oh, pass that.
Oh,
trace,
really?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The rogues also have advantage because Cat's Grace is still active.
Oh, that's so true. Thanks.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
how do you-
better.
Nice.
Yeah,
Huh?
how do you feel about a 36?
That's pretty good. Caroline rolled a 35, I think is what that is.
Yes, but
Yeah,
it's
what'd
also
you
a
roll?
natural 20.
Mm-hmm. And Illiken, what'd you roll?
I think just do the stealth and then just add 10 yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
gonna do
Illiken,
the
does your
check.
armor still give you disadvantage?
Shh. Does it?
Yep.
Am I wearing it, or did I change
Always. You don't have other armor.
Well, not in mist form, right?
Not in mist form. No. They're not in mist form.
But they're not in mist form.
Is what I'm saying.
Unless
yeah.
you want to stay
Okay.
in mist form. But you can't
it?
stealth
We'll just
in
do
mist
another
form.
stealth check.
Yeah. So
19.
Okay, that's not bad.
for
Plus the 10 or
disadvantage,
just
it's not bad.
That's
Yeah.
that's with the plus.
I rolled a
No.
16 and then I rolled a 9.
Nice.
Thank you for the bonus, my
Can you
guy.
give Illiken some better medium armor?
Always welcome.
I need to get some quiet armor.
Yeah.
Maybe you can like
Plus,
enchant
it's
your
kinda
armor with
bulky.
silence.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little uncomfortable for a while. I just haven't really felt like telling anybody.
Us when we're coming out. Anyway.
It's just, we haven't feel like killing anybody. As I'm putting the dead body back in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dead body.
So as you guys
Almost got
creep your way
And
through
you
the hallway,
fucking sent down the hallway.
getting deeper and deeper into this chamber, there isn't much more to walk, and Illiken will be the first to notice this as you guys are
Yeah.
coming up on the next room, the next chamber. Something in this next chamber is what's luring you here, Illiken.
Oh boy.
You can see, before
Hmm.
everybody else does, there is what looks like a very intricate desk with a beautifully crafted chair behind it.
I ain't touching nothing.
And against the wall appears to be what looks like a painting or a mural of some kind of the entire city. And it appears that this room, oddly enough, is well, as you make your way to the room, the rest of you notice there's no additional exit. This is it. But whatever's in this room is what's pulling you to.
What is pulling us here? What item? What object? What person? What thing?
Make me a perception check.
Have any of you talked about this yet?
Yeah.
Or am I just not aware of this?
Hey, you got 25. Oh, hey, so, I'm just so Caroline is aware. Hey, so there's this weird sense I've been getting that I need to go, that there's something here that I need to go to. Must touch it.
Don't touch it,
Mm.
please.
I will do my best not to.
As you look around the room, you can see there are a couple of different things in here. There's what looks like a shelf with different like trinkets and things of probably some relative value that are just sitting on a shelf. You can see there is a cabinet that is a glass door, and what you can see inside are different weapons that are hung up or on different racks inside the cabinet. You can see that the wall itself has a number of different heads, similar to the glass cabinet from the main office. Though these are like there's one relatively massive head. Oh, excuse me.
Fuzzy.
Not exactly sure what the head is outside of something that like it looks like something that's like kind of close to a goat of some kind. Before you realize like there's two other heads in the room, and they're the heads of a chimera. They're just there on the wall.
No.
You can see there is what looks like a there's an armoire in this room, with some smaller shelves lining the sides of the mirror that are in the place at the center of this armoire. There are a couple of drawers down underneath it too that all seem to be closed. It's a very cozy room, oddly enough, with this large, beautiful pelt on the floor of the center of the room. And a single
Is it werewolf pelt?
No. You don't. It far too like if you put your hands on it, far too soft to be werewolf. It's a beautiful pelt, whatever it is, but it looks like some relatively massive beast, like something larger than a beast should be.
Okay. I would like to cast Find Traps.
Okay. You cast Find Traps. There is something in here that would take you away from here. Like an exit.
As it's a trap, though.
Similar to before.
That was a trap? Okay, well, yeah,
Find Traps,
yes.
it's like, oh, it'll remove
The
us from this
painting.
room. Okay. But it's that kind of vibe. Like,
Cool.
It's probably the painting.
additionally, there's also like, well, that's all Find Traps gives you. Nothing else in this room should be trapped.
I sniff for familiar smells.
One very familiar smell comes to mind.
Nice. Dad?
Can I do Divine Sense?
What does Divine Sense do again?
Just if there's any creatures in here that are... I'm looking for it. That are bad. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
No trigger.
Good. Hmm.
Do I have the locate creature?
Locate creature, sure.
I also do have
Nice,
blind
please.
sense still.
What are you locating?
Fuck. What type of creature is a chimera?
Monstrosity.
Yeah.
Locate creature monstrosity.
What's the range on that?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. Technically, I don't know if I'll tell you, the beast thing is considered a monstrosity.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's the nearest monstrosity. Cool. What kind of pelt is this?
I don't know.
What
Interesting.
color is it?
It is white.
Does it have short hair or long hair?
Long.
Aren't you a druid? Shouldn't you know animal stuff?
I consult ways the land.
Make me a nature check.
Advantage?
No.
I have ways of the land, though.
What does Lays of the Land do?
It is a book that you gave me that gives me
Oh yeah,
the information about.
about your this homeland, correct?
Yeah,
No advantage.
the
There's
geography
here.
and creatures on the continent.
Yes, this is
So
not
it's
this is
not
not a
here.
creature of this land, is what I will tell you without the skill check. Now make me a skill check to see if you can identify the creature.
I feel about a 14.
14 does not give you enough information other than it has the makings of some kind of a bear, you think. But whatever kind of bear this is not native to your land.
Is it a polar bear?
Polar bear would be small compared to this.
How big
It's
is
a.
it?
It's a.
It's,
Okay, so it was
it's-
a giant that was converted into a werebear.
Must be.
Yeah.
Just prove
Yeah.
it.
Specifically like a snow giant or something.
Yeah. So what was trapped in this room again?
What was trapped in this room? Nothing.
Yeah. I
Oh,
cast
you
detect
guys.
traps.
Oh, what was?
traps.
Yeah, it was. It was
There's
the
something
sense...
removing us from this room, which is probably the
Yeah,
painting.
and that is the nearest trap.
Yes.
So nothing like the table is trapped, which would destroy.
Correct. Yeah,
Information.
as far as you can tell, like because it tells you like the nature of all relevant traps in the area, not just the nearest trap.
Okay.
So there ain't no other
Right.
traps.
There are no other traps other
Unless
than
they
that
are
one.
hidden.
Unless, well, even with a hidden trap, it would tell you the nature of the trap, like what they did and that they're there.
Well, yeah, but unless it's hidden from magical sensing spells.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Like
Look at
the
the table.
non-detection shit with the table.
The other table. Yeah.
But what is dragging you guys in here? What is this thing
Yeah.
that I need to make sure that you guys don't touch?
With that perception check, it's something inside the desk.
I look at the desk.
You look at the desk.
I will look at the desk.
Okay.
I will just
Uh,
kind of butt in.
Can I? Okay, so out of character, can I? Well, actually, I guess in character. I'm just gonna like start investigating stuff. I'm just acting.
Right. I knew what you meant. Caroline's also just reacting to you. For the sake of this, because the two of you
No,
are...
no, I'm pretending that I'm being normal.
Yes, very
and
well.
not, like,
Let me
act
try to
disinterested.
read you.
Okay, Caroline's insight passive is higher than your fucking passive deception.
I'm actively deceiving Caroline.
Alright, go ahead and make your checks.
How do you feel about a 27, Caroline?
Should I make an insight check?
Yes, you may.
Damn it.
The battle of the.
Ram.
Well,
Hard to
it's
read.
technically a 24, but
Yeah. Hard to read.
bitch.
Get good.
You're still wandering around closer. You're still like next to him since what he said. And for that, when he goes to the desk, you go to the desk. But you're not really suspicious that he's rushing for anything. You
Okay.
don't know which drawer it is, but you can see there are 4 drawers and then the center, like, middle drawer on there. Which would you like?
I'm gonna go for the middle drawer.
Okay. It's locked.
Can I check for traps?
Make an
Just
investigation
like
check.
manually, just like, oh hey, go.
Just in case he's.
I'm. Look, man, we're not doing this again. Okay.
No, I know.
I'm not doing that again.
I get it.
Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel about an 18?
18. None of
I've
them
been rolling
seem
hot today.
none of them seem trapped, but you do get the sense that they're all locked.
You want me to start in this end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick it.
So here's what I want you to do.
Uh-huh.
Illikin, I want you to tell me high or
Yeah.
low.
Low.
Okay. Now, Goran, you're going for the middle one, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Illikin, also tell me even or odd.
Odd.
Okay. So Goran, go ahead and make your first lockpicking check for that center drawer.
22.
22. It's a click. You go to pull it. It's a false set. Caroline, you're taking the next drawer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make me a Thieves' Tools check. Lockpicking check.
21.
Not enough for your first drawer. Goran, try again. Battle the Rogues.
28.
Oh wait, we have advantage.
Oh, you do have advantage.
Oh yeah.
So 28 for your first roll.
Oh,
Caroline
okay.
won't make me your advantage for your second roll. We'll get to that in a second. 20.
It's 28.
So the two of you, Goran, you're a little quicker because you were first on there. You open up you click in the lockpicks out of the false set and into its correct position. As you pull open the drawer, inside you can see there is a single vial that has this like strange shimmering blue liquid in it, as well as what looks like a small little notebook with like nothing but your father's handwriting. Half it seems like gibberish, half it seems like thieves can't, but it seems like a bastardization of thieves can't. Like he's writing his own notes in like its own incoherent way. But there are some pieces and parts that you put together that are actually really incriminating. With this and everything else, you could probably just that alone, like not that alone, but like that along with everything else you've found could be enough to, on a public scale, probably really incriminate your father.
Sick. What is the contents of this notebook that I haven't been able to decipher so far?
We'll get to that in a second. Caroline, you open up your first drawer, and as you open up your drawer, you notice that it's obviously got a fucking false bottom. Inside the drawer, you can see there are a couple of like bottles of ink and some quills on the side, and it looks like a little like finger piece that you can pull up so that you can get to the next side underneath. Which, as you do, you can see there is what looks like a small, like, very thin little notebook that, as you pull it up, has some kind of like arcane sigil on the front of it, as well as what you can gather are probably some stains of blood, but it's hard to tell.
Well, what kind of arcane sigil is this?
We'll get to that in a second. Goran, as you delve into your little notebook here, a lot of it are the mentions of events that have happened in the past. Some of it's regrets of his, though you can't tell if it's like genuinely what he personally feels or if it's just more thieves' cant of some kind that you just don't or aren't familiar with. Like his own secret writing style.
He's
A lot of
made
it's-
a code using thieves' cant, which is hilarious.
A lot of it's hard to read if it's not a genuine thought of his. As you delve into it, you continue like reading through like the first half of the book, which is mostly the plots to and like kind of like times and frames of when and how to kill those he wants to kill. Notating that like for entities, not creatures, for entities like Barack O'Veer, the challenge is near impossible and cannot be done alone. He calls Ethan arrogant, a fool, a decent tool for now, but a mad king who's lost his way to an entity from beyond who will destroy us all.
Oh shit, Asher was right.
What? We never knew this. That's crazy.
But the more incriminating
Yeah,
parts
it's
of
literally
this, the more incriminating parts of this are when and how, after what he gets from each of the members of the Court of Whispers, he's going to kill them.
Okay.
And like, yeah, one of them's easy, poison the wine. They're an alcoholic. Another one's, you know, like, another one was like, oh, they're like already dead. It's like, okay, cool. But like, of the ones that are still alive, 2 of the 3 are him planning to do it by his own hand.
Huh.
One of them
Any of them today?
today,
Yeah.
which, given your father's consistency, persistence, and, well, it's probably too late by now. But that said,
Well,
you can see that there is incriminating evidence of him wanting to do it, and him having the means to do so as well, getting everything he needs from these houses and these families. You see mention of him going to do it, not killing his own daughter, but going to do it to her husband and his family.
Yeah.
But there's notations in there of plans gone awry. Not directly mentioning you, but you know that you've spoiled those plans beyond the wedding, let alone beyond stealing away his daughter. And her bumbling buffoon. One thing
Oh
else.
no,
that
we
you-
saved people.
Another thing you notice in there, just in the first half, is actually in this first half,
Is this-
there's no mention of blue on black. Hell, there's no mention of you yet. You don't know what order these were written in, but these are plans years in the making, if the order they're written in has anything to indicate. We'll get to the rest of that in a second. Caroline, do you want to go on to the next drawer
Yes.
or the book?
Is there anything on just the cover of the book that I understand?
Nothing you would immediately recognize. There's no language or text. It's just a symbol, or a couple arcane like symbols here and there, but they don't appear to have any kind of magic inside them, as far as you can fucking tell.
Hold on.
Holding on.
I don't know anything about magic. I'm not gonna try to figure out what the thing means.
Okay, so you're just going to the next drawer.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make me a lockpicking check. 25.
25.
You feel that this one, as it kind of turns and clicks, you're like, haha, and you feel it fall set. So you're familiar, and you pull out and push it into a new, set, and it still stuck. Really strong lock. And you can't get that lock yet. Goran, next drawer, or do you want to keep reading?
I keep reading.
Okay.
Also, give me 1 second. I just need to also put those books from last section in my bag of holding.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some of those books too.
I I'm putting them as 8 books in my bag of holding, but like I don't know how many books we got.
Okay.
That's fair. I just have it titled as bunch of books from Saren's office, and then in the notes is like a few about the houses and politics in the area.
It's also international houses too.
Yeah.
So, you ready?
Yep.
As you move on to the second half of the book, you start to get into more personal matters. There is mention of you and your reintegration, eventually devolving into your execution, a furtherance of this plan. But something stopped you before you get to that point. Something that, as you're reading into it, you wonder if it's real. You wonder if it's just a lie, if your father knew you would read this, or... You don't know.
Is this where I find out?
There's mention of a paid assassin. Because you were pulling away. Because he needed you. Mention of an assassin that he paid for. And later entries, shortly after, mention the death of his daughter at the hands of his own son. His anger and frustration with you, but more with the stupidity and arrogance of her. To boast of a crime she did not commit. Which ultimately ended her life. He considers that assassination a mistake of his. Though your further endeavors of thwarting his plans lead him to commit a crime he himself struggled to commit. As you keep looking through the entries and reading through, there's more entries on Blue on Black and each of your members. Notations on what you're capable of and blatantly obvious shortcomings from what's been noted. A page for each of you. But in the very last end of the book, it seems to trail off into just muddled thought, the last couple of pages. A deep regret for paying for an assassin that led to the loss of 2 of his members of his family. That he deeply wishes that his own family weren't so easy to dispose of, or weren't so difficult to dispose of. Wished he could just muster the strength to do it himself, but he knows he must lose all of his children to finish what he started. For they do not have the courage to continue once he's gone. Though maybe you do. He hopes that should he fail to find the strength to end your life, you wield your strength to end his. And continue on his legacy regardless.
No, what is his legacy?
That's where the journal ends. He wants you dead to find a new heir. Or for you to forcefully take his place. Somebody's got to run this country. Caroline, you get one more check.
Can I help?
No, you're reading your book.
Do I notice anything about like the shift of Goran's reading perceptions?
With your insight, he probably would have, like, not really paying too much attention, kind of like wandered off ever so slightly, still remaining very close to the desk and where he could potentially still intervene, but his attention is the book right now. And your attention should be the lock, because that's not going to succeed.
No, I know. It's so bad.
Illiken, what are you doing in all of this? Are you watching the door? Are you watching the hallway?
Yeah.
You just paying attention?
Yeah, partly to what they're doing and listening in on any discoveries they make, and also checking for if anybody's coming or if anything is coming.
Well, something came.
Is it a monstrosity?
No.
Can I tell what it is? Can I see it or hear it?
You can. She's a human.
Oh, there.
Oh,
And she just
good.
walked through
Oh, dear God.
the painting.
Oh, dear God.
Oh,
Oh, dear God.
should I go get her?
Well, she's closer to Caroline than she is you.
Oh,
As Caroline, you're
Caroline,
now
do you
looking
feel
over
her?
your shoulder at a very familiar face. One you've only met face to face once, but one Goran has run into conflict with in the past. And a new face for Illiken.
who's she?
Is this the alchemist or is this the druid?
They are one and the same, my friend. The alchemist is a druid. You lot are trespassing.
I haven't burned this place down yet.
Is that what you
God
desire?
damn it. Well, you know, this one says I'm supposed to be the heir to Dad's throne. It was a weird experience. I put the book away. But take the vial. Little.
And now you're attempting to steal from your father.
It is mine.
Sure it is. And you?
I mean,
As she turns to Caroline. We have
What
met
about
once
me?
before. What brings
Yes?
you here aside from extra familial business?
Well, I support my friends.
hey, I got a question. You got a key for this?
To your father's personal desk? No. I can't
Wait.
say I do.
Wait, what about the
I mean,
last
you just
key that we
This
have?
painting, so, you know.
Yeah, you did. And, you know, your journals about your experiments were over in the other room.
So you did put that together.
Interesting ones. Yeah, we're not stupid.
Could have fooled me. Wandering in
Yeah.
aimlessly to the lair of your father, a man whose greed and ignorance knows no bounds.
You think I don't know that?
I think you mistake his lack of empathy for security.
I'm not 100% sure I understand exactly what you mean.
Well, you wandered into this place without a way out. Came in, I'm assuming, to hope you had an exit plan by the end of it. But as I can feel from the air, you've woken the beast.
Yeah.
Which means you have no way out aside from conflict. And it's not an easy fight. You of all people should remember my creatures have an air of resilience to them.
Yeah. Hey,
After you massacred
also,
one
I'm
of my
sorry about the
favorites.
Hey, look, how was it supposed to know the fucking moonstone was gonna make it go? I was much stupider then. I can't believe I survived. Let's be honest, I shouldn't have.
And yet you're here at the desk, I'm assuming for the other fragment, yes? Your girlfriend
well...
here is at the drawer for it.
Excuse you?
Not my girlfriend, by the way.
Could have fooled me.
More like a sister, but...
Oh, I wouldn't
is
say that
pretty,
with
isn't
you.
she?
You're familiar side runs in the
Carolina is
family.
pretty. She could be a model.
Yeah.
You truly
How's it
consider
been
her a
over the last
sister.
little
I
while?
feel like she should be watching her back a lot more carefully around you. As she begins to walk and move towards you, Goran. What were you hoping to gain from here? What were you hoping to find? Did you find it?
Yeah. Something like it.
Not something like that. No, you found what you were looking for. I can see it in your eye. I'm
I'm
glad.
sure you're wrong.
Genuinely, I'm glad you found whatever it is you wanted. I've noticed that you're quite a troop down. I'm assuming they're all deeper in the chamber, or you all foolishly came here alone. It'd be so easy to just... with each of you, but... I don't feel it necessary. After all, you made it this far. Why would I ruin that for you? I'm sure you've come across some valuable information about your father's deeds with the Eastern Empire.
I actually have some information for you, actually. That
I'd
notebook?
actually hope that you'd share it. Please.
I will. Yeah. So, I detail what I understand about my father plans to assassinate.
Mm-hmm.
Those are his plans. It's supposed to happen, approximately at this. That is the method my father has chosen.
And
He was planning on betraying you from the beginning.
And why would you tell me this?
Look. I gotta choose between which one of these two problems is better or worse. And right now, if I were to say, my father is the bigger problem. He's planning on killing you anyway. He's got information pages. I haven't had enough time to decipher all of it, to understand all of it. So, some of the information there could be precise. He's got a page on you. He's got a page on everybody in your order. And he has a page on King Ethan.
Do you mind if I review the evidence then?
Sure. I like briefly pull it out and I'm like switch over to the page. Okay, so this is the one about King Ethan. So you can see here like all these. I sort of walk her through my reasoning.
She slowly, not in like immediate, but slowly goes to take the book from your hand. Now come on, where's the trust?
I still don't feel quite so comfortable with that. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm happy to let you read through it, but it stays in my hands. Welcome to make a copy. Take some time. I have some paper, ink, all that kind of jazz.
Your father's on his way back. We don't have the time. And for what it's worth, nothing you've said is new. I've known that your father was going to betray King Ethan for some time. Also known Rabrel was looking for an out, and I'm sure he's living his best life now. Unless you actually did kill him, in which case... Foolish bastard.
Well, I mean, we did.
Yeah.
But there's more. He's alive, isn't he? Darling, you speak far too much for your line of work.
You should lie. Bitch. That was not for Julia, that was for Tobias, because he was rude.
Oh, Tobias wasn't paying attention?
No, he was. He just literally covered my mouth with his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Tobias being the fucking smart one.
I can just imagine, like, my hand stretching across the entire room to shush Julia.
Go, Gadget,
No,
shut the
it's like-
fuck up, girlfriend! You watch as Julie's demeanor shifts to a lot more calm. Well, that's entertaining. I wonder, is this information you wished for me to keep to myself, and what such a price for you would be, or if you wouldn't mind revealing the identity of Rabrel? After all, I do have, I'm sorry?
What's a good puzzle when you can't find one?
So he's with you.
Not quite.
Do you wish for me to keep that information a secret? He turns to you. She turns to you, Caroline. Do you truly value Rabrel's life? I keep saying Rabrel, I meant Conrad. She knows Conrad, not Rabrel. Let's correct that. Do you truly value Conrad's life?
We've killed him once before.
A tentative ally? Well, allyship. But that doesn't answer the question. Do you value his life? After all, if you wish for me to take this and deal with the problem, perhaps we can help each other. Or if you value him as an ally, then maybe you can help me in exchange for keeping the secret.
What do you need help with?
Well, for starters, those tables you lot keep stealing from me are quite expensive. But I have a feeling some of your troop would be very hard to pass with one of those.
As I was putting the entire desk that is in front of my dad's in my bag of holding.
It's not in this room, it's in the next room.
I know. I know this one isn't one of the fancy ones, but like, I just like tables, man. I'm actually out of character. I'm actually making one.
Nice. Anyway,
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
that's cool.
It's just so difficult to find, well-crafted tables nowadays.
Right.
All right.
One
Literally.
with such
What the heck?
arcane power imbued within them. Perhaps you can
So
do
you're
something
saying
for
you
me.
want it back?
Well, for the information, I feel like that'd be a fair trade, but as I said before, I don't believe your group would be willing to part with it. Or the second one you stole.
With the third.
The third one was destroyed, but I don't think that was by your hands.
No, was the third okay? Was that one by our hands, or was that like what? Which one was the third one again?
It doesn't matter. I'd be willing to take one of those tables back. But I also understand you not wanting to part with it. After all, we aren't exactly allies ourselves. But we can still help each other.
How much is the table? My dad's table weigh? Just a guess.
My loyalty lies to Ethan. He's a good friend of mine, and through his connections has aided me and many of the other sins in our own personal endeavors. Now, Conrad's always been a greedy man, one whose own desire for power is, well, his betrayal is inconsequential to my desires. The problem is, there's a snake amongst our field, and I believe you know his name. I believe your father has some idea of what's going on, but no idea of how to rectify the situation. That's why we've chosen to align ourselves temporarily. But do you wish to deal with Veer? The imposter among this plane.
Hmm.
Am I mistaken?
Well, the gods don't like him.
I have no desire for what your gods wish for. But I am also aware that it's his presence that brought our gods to this plane. Many of this is beyond what this plane is
Capable of handling. It's affecting the structural integrity of this place.
It's not the only thing.
Dramatically.
But yes. Conrad was working on some information that I found after his death. Information that I'm sure he'd like to have, but he won't be getting. But I feel like your gods aren't gods, necessarily. Regardless of how much power they grant you, or what they're capable of, it's them who locked this world away, and Veer who found it and broke in. Long before each of us were born. I do wish to help you defeat him, but there's absolutely nothing I can do. There are rules I must follow and abide by, and I will stand by Ethan's side. As will the rest of the remaining sins that you've so carelessly left alive. But perhaps you're already on the right path. If I'm not mistaken, there are still 2 of my creations here, right?
One, I believe.
Have
I
you
think
killed
this is
two?
a
Well,
lot.
one is here. There is another one. And then
Ah.
the bird is dead.
Oh, okay. The bird's dead, yeah.
Then perhaps if you left that final creature alive, and me alive, I'd be willing to give its assistance Did the time come to face Veer? But just know that allyship of ours will not last. You even dare harm Ethan.
We have no plans to harm Ethan directly in any form. Or
Nor
kill
will
him
you have
at the moment.
control if I am dead. The only other person with control over these creatures is your father, and he's soon to meet his maker. But in exchange for this promise, I do want my table back.
You are already asking a lot of us.
You are already trespassing.
You're trespassing. This.
Do you
It's
believe your
mine.
father is capable of creating such monstrosities? This may be your father's office, but this lair is my domain. You and Blue on Black are trespassing in my house. The influence I'm sure you would have destroyed by now are easily replaceable. Those tables are not.
I think we'll be able to convince our friends to give a table back to you.
That's what I like to hear. Give me the table. I'll keep Conrad's identity a secret. At least his existence a secret. Though I can't help you if someone else finds out.
It
And-
sounds like a Conrad problem.
It does.
And should you
I would
leave
say
me
poor
alive,
Conrad. He can handle himself.
Yeah.
and if should you keep me alive, I will bestow upon you one of my creations for the final fight. The great plan is coming to fruition. And you'd best hurry the fuck up. We don't have much time.
But okay, how much is Dad's table? Out of character.
You cannot put the table in the bag of holding, it is far too big.
Damn it. Okay, you know what? Fucking I hand Caroline a crow.
Yeah.
A crowbar?
I just broke my claw clip.
Oh no!
I don't know what that is.
You know why?
It's my hair clip.
Why would
Because
you
I
do
was
Oh.
that?
I was playing with it.
That sounds like an ADHD thing
Aw,
of you.
Idiot.
Yeah.
That is the ADHD thing.
That's
Alright,
It's so
keep
pretty too.
chocolate
It has
on
like
the whole
daisies on it.
Also, I have another question for you, by the way.
For me?
For
For who? You cut out?
for her. I
Julia?
forget her name is. I care. Yeah, Julia. Question for Julia. Hey, where does painting go?
Yeah, I was actually wondering the same thing.
It's your only way out.
Hmm.
You have no choice but to use it regardless of what I have to say, so... Why does it matter?
Yeah, but where does it go?
Then we
Outside.
can prepare.
Yeah, you think we're gonna walk our asses?
Do you think we're gonna say...
Fuck off!
You
Shut
can't.
up! Shut up! Oh, okay. I literally. Do you think we're willingly gonna walk
Oh my god.
Try again.
without a plan?
Okay.
You think we're willingly gonna walk into a trap with no plan?
Oh, it's not a trap. After all, I came through there.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I didn't know you were here until... Well, not
We
too long
touched
ago.
papers.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult to realize when something is forgotten. And your idiot friend keeps touching it.
What?
He just removed another page.
Oh, yes. He's writing down all of the stuff that's on the papers. We did know about that, actually.
You don't have time. But you can
No.
take what you have and give me the transcripts later. Along with the table. The memory is
Okay.
gone. We need that. So we have a deal then. Transcripts on the table for your friend's life. And a creature at the final fight.
Hmm. So why do you need the table?
Why, to make more? Do you
More
think my work
tables?
is... I don't use the tables to create the tables, hun. But I do require more... creatures. I do have plans beyond this, and I'm not shy of sharing them with you. But Ethan's army is fickle, at the very least. I need something to protect my king.
That's fair. I get it.
Hmm. Understandable.
Then do we have an agreement?
I think we do.
Yeah.
She extends her hand out to you, Caroline.
At least I know what
That's
this one
making
is
you feel
about.
like humans.
I'll take her hand.
Nothing magical about it.
No.
Nothing binding, it's not an oath, don't worry.
But still.
Great. Then you probably have very little time to gather the rest of your party and leave. Granted, I see if I'll send them your way. And she turns and begins to walk down the hall. At which point you see that she just kind of teleports. Actually, no, she can't teleport. She would have to cast a spell on herself to then dash through the fucking spikes, because those are still active. Before Spot, you hear Starry, like, poke your shoulder. Dude.
What?
Look. You're blind.
It's Julia.
Oh. Just like, hi.
You'll want to leave
He's
with your
looking at a
friends
wall.
now.
Spot's blind, so he's looking at a wall.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh,
I am
hi.
currently blind.
Over here.
Hello. Using my echolocation.
You may want to guide yourselves to the exit.
Yes, we
Oh
will do
damn!
that.
I was really hoping I would be able to steal that.
Sure. Hello. You. We will do that.
I have a
And
question.
please stop touching the pages.
Touch the paper. Touch the paper. Touch the paper. Touch it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Because I need them for now. You have what you need. You can go. Your friends are waiting for you, alive and well. Now move before I change my mind.
I will
He means it. Get moving.
back off the paper, like slowly with my hands up.
She
Allow
takes what
this
you
to
have
be-
written down and just kind of hands it to you. Keep that.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'll
Of course I
need that
took
for
with
later.
me. Okay. Put it in my copy machine.
Caroline
Oh,
will inform you.
Can I go down and sort of like be like, can I yell
Yeah.
down the hallway? Just be like, cool. It's like, yo, we should arrange a time to meet up. So I give you.
We'll
For
be in
assassination.
touch.
Yeah.
I mean, now Illiken has met Julia, she can message her.
Yeah.
Oh, I also yelled down the way, hey, Julia's here.
I guess
Don't
they
kill
get-
her.
Julia's here,
Yeah, yeah. Julia's here. Starry. We know.
Everyone else further down, like in the room.
Yeah. Arya probably heard
Continue
it.
the message.
Arya probably heard it. Eventually, she doesn't waste much time getting all of your group together and each of you mist forming and making your way down the hallway to the rest of your parties before coming to the painting. The rest of you have a little bit of time, like the three of you have a little bit of time in this room before you have to leave.
Cool. Break into each of the drawers. Caroline, do you have your own crowbar? Do you need one?
I have my own crowbar.
Cool. I break into the drawer.
Okay. So you broke into your drawer, and then Caroline's breaking into hers. So Caroline, do you want to break into it, or do you just want to use your thieves' tools check again? Because are you using the crowbar or using thieves' tools?
What's the difference?
Strength or dexterity?
Oh. Dex.
Can I call over Illican to help?
I'm gonna use my thieves' tools again.
Okay, you're using your thieves' tools.
With
Yeah, I have a
advantage,
crowbar, and then you're
still.
using with advantage. Goran, since you're so
Please.
insistent, go ahead and make
Okay.
your check with the thing. Illican can help you after the first one.
Cool.
30.
Yeah.
30 meets it. As you I have a crowbar. And unlock the thing. You open it up, and inside, Goran, what's your check?
I haven't rolled it yet.
It's
Give
an
me a sec.
athletics check.
It's an athletics check? Cool.
Yeah.
19!
19! Oh, you're so close. You're so fucking close. It's almost there.
Illican just comes over and just
Illican
pushes
comes
it a little-
over, grabs with one hand. Like, you notice, like, you're kind of pushing, but you're also kind of distracted since Caroline just opened the drawer with the moonstone inside of it. And Illican like looks over, oh, shiny! Grabs the fucking the crowbar, pulls it the rest of the way, and you kind of fall into the table as the door pops open and right by your side.
Nice.
Oof. You okay?
I'm good. I shuffle. What's in there?
So, as you look inside, first off, Caroline, since you got yours open first, inside you see a lightly luminescent stone that seems to have some oddly radiant energy. It is lunar. You are relatively familiar with it, given your party's your party's consistency with it. It's got some natural like lunar energy stored within it. You don't know exactly what it would do, but this is what was calling to both Goran and Illican for different reasons.
Epic. I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Real quick. Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. That was all that was in yours, by the way. Just the stone.
Oh,
Yep.
Can I ask for something that I wanted to do, but I didn't, and I should like vocalize it? Can I try to slip a clockwork beetle onto Julia?
Not retroactively. If you had mentioned it like during the conversation,
I wanted to.
Could I? But
I wanted to. I just didn't know when I should, because like we sort of moved on.
I mean, fair, but like
I don't know.
you could. It could have been like as she walks down the hall, like interrupt me. Yeah, you would have been able to.
Yeah.
But not retroactively.
No, okay, that's fair.
Would have been smart too. Just keep tabs of her.
Yeah.
You'll have another encounter.
Yeah.
She wants that table.
Next time.
So,
Yeah.
as you guys are doing that, and the rest of your party makes its way in, as Goran, you're looking through the final bit of your the final drawer, or that top drawer. Something that you can see.
Well, we're
inside...
in the other two drawers. Yeah, sorry.
Well, no, just the moonstone, and you're working on one of them. You didn't get the last one open. Because your party's gas form here. Unless you wanted to sit there and wait a minute. But you might run into your father.
I mean, it'll take them a minute on gas mode.
Yeah, it's okay. As you're going through the methods of looking through this drawer, a lot of it looks like junk, oddly enough. There doesn't seem to be much of value in here until you get to like the very bottom of it, where you can feel like, oh hey, yeah, I'm familiar with false bottoms, and it's a really obvious one. Much like the drawer on the other side. But as you lift it up, you can see inside there appears to be what looks like this. Like, it almost looks like a knife made purely of like a very solid, shining, like dense metal. Like it's heavy.
Knife?
The knife, not a dagger, but a knife. Like I guess it could be a dagger, but it is sharp to a point. And it looks as though, or feels, not really looks, but feels as though it's made of something fucking heavy. Like the weapon itself is probably like 4 pounds.
Ooh.
It is a solid piece of metal is what it is. And underneath that, you can see something that kind of like also kind of shines. And as you kind of like go to grab whatever it is, you realize there's another false bottom in there. And
Yeah.
you pull that up. And as you pull that up, you see what looks like a shining card. Almost like a playing card that's too big for an actual deck. It looks thin, it feels light, but looks like it's made of pure gold. It is shiny on both sides, does not appear to have anything like, aside from being slightly reflective, and the design not having any of the suits or numbers or letters on it. It is like a single card. You don't know what it is, but you'll probably want to identify that later.
What? I put that, the dagger in the bag of holding. I put all the junk in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you just take the drawer
Put
out and
the
fucking dump
drawer.
it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. I put the whole drawer in there.
Gotcha. Which point,
Yeah.
after that, you feel the energy in the room shift as conjuration magic is no longer banned.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody get ready to touch painting.
Everybody runs up, fucking
Okay.
touch painting.
No? Be ready. Don't touch it yet.
Oh,
Do we want to deal with the last drawer?
Yes. I really want to.
Then get Illikin to just pop
Yes.
it.
Fucking
Okay.
pop it.
Illikin
Pop it.
with a crowbar that fits in one hand, you go to rip the thing. Make me an athletics check.
Hell.
She already has advantage.
Cool.
Okay. Rank. It's a 16.
16. Oh, it's strong. 16's not gonna cut it.
Shall I try again, or someone else?
Cracks knuckles. Pull again.
Damn it, 15.
Yeah.
God
That
damn
didn't
it.
work.
Even with your own might, this
Fucking
drawer
launch.
is not
Leave
fucking
it.
working.
It's fine.
Everybody else at this point is unmistformed.
We can.
Try that again later. Or leave it alone.
But
I
it's gonna
think
drive
we'll-
Goran mad.
I know. Can I wait?
31.
Okay.
31 lockpick check.
So you are gonna lock. Okay. As you take your lock picks and go through the methods of picking through each of the different notches and each of the chambers, eventually find the lock pop open and the drawer opens up. Inside the drawer, you can see that there is what looks like a this looks like a necklace of some kind. It's a beautiful piece, very intricate. It is sitting on top of a bust that does not have a head, which makes it easy to take off. This piece of jewelry is a jewelry you've seen your mother wear in paintings, and you've seen her wear it yourself.
Did my father feel pain when he had to kill my mother?
He didn't kill your mother.
From the notes.
He mentioned he struggled to commit familicide. Hasn't been successful. Has to send other people to try to do it, but isn't strong enough to send his best.
She's alive out there. Maybe. I take it.
Okay.
I take the whole last drawer. What am I saying? I take the drawer.
The drawer does not leave the... This drawer does not leave the thing. You take the drawer above it, sure. This drawer does not leave it, but you can take the jewelry piece out.
I check for a false bottom real quick.
There's no false bottom.
Cool, fuck off.
Okay.
Done here.
Touch the painting?
Do you touch the painting?
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at
Let's
everybody.
leave.
Cool.
Sorry,
I
touch the
again
painting.
wait till everyone else is out to touch it.
Okay.
Yes.
Make sure.
Everybody touched the painting. Last two out would be you and Kadrith. Ready?
Yes.
Together, you both touch the painting, and that's our pickup next week.
Wild.
You all on the opposite side of
The world?
the
Are
painting.
we in Julius' place?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would actually.
You can know. It's in character.
Yeah, you can know next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, Caesar.
I gotta. It's not much, but I gotta, you know? It's the law.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. We gotta progress the plot with a bunch of cliffhangers.
And now I really need to use the bathroom because I've been just sitting here waiting for information the last hour.
Well, thank you for
Oh,
taking
God.
care of that and holding it in for us.
Of course, of course.
And thank you everybody
Oh,
else who
and
watched the
penis.
stream, and yeah. God damn it. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go now. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Have a good night. Bye.